Bazza with...
Mrs. Bazza.
And what time is it, Mrs. Bazza?
4 o'clock in the morning.
3:57
Yeah.
in the morning. It's a travel day, isn't it?
It is.
If you saw from the last vlog, we are heading off to Vegas, and as you'll see from the thumbnail, we're looking to do Vegas on a budget, aren't we? Because we've got a lot going on.
Yes.
And this is something we booked last November. In fact, this whole trip you're going to watch over the next couple of vlogs cost us, without, you know, food and stuff when we get there, a total, as we said in the last vlog, it was $440. I think I said $430 last time, it's $440. For two of us, including the flights, including the hotels. So as we go through this vlog, I'll explain how we got it for that price. One of the reasons we did get it that price is picking flights that are a little bit inconvenient for people.
Yes.
So our first flight today leaves MCO at 6 AM. So I had limited flights to choose from. And also another thing you'll see as we get through is we're leaving on a Sunday, coming back on a Thursday, which is the quiet time in Vegas. There's 1 week in Vegas I could get this price. So that's why we're going now, not ideal, with the renovations. Set the alarm for what time was it?
3:15.
Yeah, but of course, going on holiday, I was awake at 1 and 2 and 3.
And I was awake at 11:30 and 2 and 3.
It's like when everybody comes over here to the US, you're awake every hour. So the other thing we've done is we've booked an Uber. And actually, that lady's outside now. She's been there about 10 minutes for 4:15 AM. We did price up parking, didn't we?
Yeah.
And how much was it a day? Was it $20 a day?
Yeah, $20.
At MCO, and it was 5 days, $100, plus electric or gas to get backwards, plus toll fees. Anyway, an Uber is around $40 each way, plus tip $45. So, and I don't really fancy driving at this time of the morning, you know, at 4 o'clock in the morning. So we chose that route to go. So again, maybe save $5 or $10 on that. And also you can pre-book Ubers on the app. I'll maybe put a screen grab in here. You can actually just hit the clock and pre-book them. So we booked it yesterday or the day before for 4:15 this morning. And over here in the US, they turn up like 15 minutes before. So like I say, they're there already. And that usually happens when I go to the airport, doesn't it? They're usually here early.
Usually early. And
then we'll get to the airport and come with us, and we'll show you what does MCO look like at 4:45 in the morning on a Sunday. See how many people are there.
There's going to be a lot.
You think so?
I think there's going to be
Do you think there'll be a lot?
I think there'll be a lot.
We'll find out when we get there. And then we also have the TSA pre-check, because we paid for that a few years ago, which means we can get through security pretty quick. So I'm hoping boarding time of the plane is 5:25. It's going from here to LA, and then from LA to Las Vegas. So I think the first leg is like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Second leg's about an hour. And we're only going in economy, but I'll show you another tip, how I managed to get us an exit row for no extra cost as well for the 5 hours. I don't know what we're going to do for food. They won't have any on the planes. Unlike when you go to England when they give you a meal and drinks.
Yeah, even though it's a long
And
flight.
I don't think anything will be open at the airport to get sandwiches at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't. But we'll see. Come along with us. We'll go jump in the Uber and head over to MCO. So Max, what's it like at 4:30 at the airport?
Busy.
Yeah, busy. You can see all the lights all down there. We dropped off a little bit away from the American gates because it's just jam packed. The motorways were clear though, weren't they? We've got here pretty quick, like 20-25 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's go in the terminal where we are pre-checked in. And with TSA, we should go straight to security.
Yeah.
Come see how busy it is inside, shall we? I think it'll be quite busy inside looking at this.
There is only one of you, only one of me. There's a million of those who won't let us be. But they're not gonna see me bleed. Cause baby, I got you. I've been beaten to the ground, dragged across the dirt. I've been scared to live cause some people never learn. But they're not gonna watch me burn. Cause baby, I got you. It's a new beginnings and a better life.
There's nothing open in the food hall. There's nothing open in the food hall at 5 AM. So don't expect to get anything here.
Cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. They always bring all the lonely, but with you here nothing can scare me. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not
So there we go, Max. It's 10:02 and boarding is in 30 minutes. And they're with the pilots on our
Over there.
on our thing, yeah, on our
flight.
train coming over. He was joking about close his eyes. That's why I said I'll think about you from row 17. So there is some food open here. There's a Wendy's open here by the look of it. There's also Ruby Tuesday's Take. You might get a sandwich, Max, from Ruby Tuesday's Take on the plane. There's also Zaza, coffee and Cuban. Let's go and have a see if we've got something to take on the plane with us. Don't know how good these sandwiches will be. Probably made last night. I don't know how good this this flight attendants will be if they're on a red eye. They came in last night from LA. What you got, Max? Tuna.
Tuna.
That smell good on plane.
Yeah. Ham.
Turkey sandwich club. Peanut butter and jelly. PB&J. Never seen that in a sandwich before at the classic. So you got tuna, you got a salad. Shall I do it just to really upset everybody on the flight? So it's not really doing Vegas on a budget, is it, Max, for that?
No.
How much did it cost for that lot?
$37.
But you got to understand, we're going on a 5-hour flight and you're going to get free drink.
Yeah.
And you're going to get maybe come around a couple of times with a drink service, and they'll maybe give some peanuts or snacks.
Pretzels.
Or you can buy Pringles or things like that. So it will be lunchtime by our body clock by the time we land in LA, even though it's only going to be 8 in the morning. So we got a sandwich and some crisps, as you saw, each, and a drink. And we're not relying on flight attendants to come round. So we're going to split them and put them in the bags. So let's talk about the flight, the deal on the flight that we got. So the total cost, well, let's take a step back. What like you, if you're in England, you can get like Virgin points and put them on things. I got an American Airlines credit card, and we spend a lot of time. When we were in Virginia, American was the main one.
Yeah.
So basically we use this to pay for groceries and all that kind of thing and get points, and what the points make?
Free flight.
Free flights, well, plus taxes.
Cheap.
So we use this to, and basically you go on, I'll put some screenshots in, you go on the American Airlines site and you go, rewards for your points, and then it gives you like a calendar and you can pick flights and it tells you how many points for the flights, and it differs depending when you travel, which flight you go on and back. And so I had a lot of looking around. I'll talk in the next vlog about the hotel, which really determined when we were staying. But for the flights, we kind of looked at the options available to us for the points that we had, and that's why we're in a 6 a.m. flight, because as you get to the more normal times of day, mid-morning and lunch, those points, you need more points, don't you?
That's how it works.
Yeah. So I forget how many we watched for this. It was like 8,000 points to go each way in the ones we got. The good thing is, though, because I've been collecting these for a while, these run out actually. My status runs out at the end of this month. That was another reason for booking the trip in February. So I got like a premium status, and what that means is, apart from I can board earlier, is I can buy an economy seat and get an upgrade to an economy plus, which is a small leg room, and I don't have to pay any difference. So I got us both in an exit row, which normally will cost you $40-50 each for no money. So we got an exit row, which I think has quite a bit of leg room. And we got the flights, and the total cost for the flights from here to LAX, from LAX to Vegas, from Vegas to Austin, on Austin back, was $22.40, which was the taxes that we had to pay. So that's a big chunk of saving. The other one's on the hotel, but I'll do that maybe on the next vlog when we talk a bit more about the hotel. So that was a huge chunk of saving, because normally that would have been $400 or $500 to go. So it pays for itself. Points make prizes, and prizes in this kind is airline tickets. We're going to divvy up these this food. We should be boarding, as I say, in about 25 minutes. Show you the seat we're in. And also, American don't have like in-screen entertainment, do they?
No, you have to take your own.
Yeah, you have an app to connect to
There's
their
an app.
streaming.
Yeah, or you can download it on yours.
Which you did.
Which I did.
Yeah, what did you
I
download?
guess there's nothing.
What did you download?
I can't remember. It's yesterday. I haven't
Okay.
woken up yet.
Okay. So yeah, we will get packed up and see you on the plane.
I will tell them what I'm feeling forevermore. I don't care about the feelings, not anymore. So let's show them that love is pure, no matter who it's for. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's the dancing underneath the disco light. They can try, but they can never take me down.
So this one, Max, has 38 inches of legroom. That's why I picked this. This is the golden row 17 on an A321 Neo.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're coming on A321 Neo, you want to go for the row 17. So this seat was empty next to me, but it might be full. But you got you've got power. You got decent legroom. You got a clip here in your iPad, but you've got to use your iPad for everything. So we're going to get settled in, get our iPads out, and get ready to take to the skies. We're here in LAX, aren't we?
We have, we've arrived.
What do you think of the flight?
That was alright. The seats were the most uncomfortable I've ever sat in, I think.
Yeah, the problem is that those Neo jets, like any of the new ones, they're all out about weight reduction. Yeah. So that's the reason they don't have the monitors in the back. And they have the new seat designs that are a lot smaller.
Yeah.
A lot lighter.
Yeah.
A lot less padding.
No padding.
You're saying that you did nod off a few times.
I did nod off.
I don't sleep unless I'm laying flat, but you did sleep.
Yeah, I can't.
A couple of times. And I would have filmed more on the plane, but everybody had the blinds shut and they were all...
All the lights were off.
All the lights were off and they were snoozing, and I thought, okay, maybe they'll do this for the first hour.
That's what
maybe
I thought.
do this for the second hour. Literally until it was wheels down to land, all the shades were shut and so I couldn't really film. So I just, I don't sleep unless I'm laid flat. I watched a movie. I'll show you how to. You see here, there's like a clip for putting your tablet or your phone in. If you're going to go on one of these planes that don't have the monitors, what you need to do before you go on is make sure you got the app. Because if you don't, you're hosed. So we had the American app, as you'll see here. And then what you do is put your tablet or phone in
the holder?
Airplane mode.
Oh yeah.
And then you have to get on the Wi-Fi. Yeah. And here you'll see it's AA in flight, there's the Wi-Fi. And when you do that, you then open a browser up with the AA in-flight browser, and it lets you go and look at, I was at movies, and you can go online to AA, couldn't you?
You could?
And
apart from on my phone.
Apart from your phone wouldn't work for some reason.
Phone wouldn't run.
Yeah, both tablets, both iPads work fine, but the phone, your phone, I never tried with my phone. So yeah, if you're going to do that, make sure that you charge your tablet before you go, and make sure you get the app, whatever airline it is. To get online, but it works quite well, doesn't it?
Yeah, when it works.
Yeah, I watched Meryl Streep in Iron Lady, the Maggie Thatcher one. She was very good in that one. Did you watch her? Anything?
No, it was rubbish.
Rubbish. What was and here's a photo of our beverage service that you get. It makes me laugh. What the flight time's 5.5 hours. Basically, another half hour. It's the same flight times like New York to Manchester.
Yeah.
And you get. They came around twice. So you get coffee, tea, juices. And biscotti biscuits. Yeah. Came around twice, I think, in the 5-hour flight with coffee, tea, drinks, and biscotti biscuits.
Same
I think you can buy alcohol at a price.
I'm not sure.
But when you go transcontinental, that's all you get. If you go transatlantic, then you get 2 meals and usually free booze in economy and things like that as well. So it is very different going transcontinental. But I think the extra legroom was good. Yeah. Where we were on the exit row, wasn't it?
Yeah, you get a lot more.
That helped. And also, when you're in the exit row, the seat in front cannot recline into you. That poor lady tried her hardest for 2 hours to keep reclining that seat. She kept banging on it and pressing the button and going backwards, but they don't recline into emergency exit rows, so they don't block them. So that's another thing. If you don't want something in your face, that's a good one. And also because you're on your tablet, when they do recline, you haven't got to adjust the monitor and things like that. So it was okay. Flight was smooth. But yeah, those new planes. I don't know. The only thing I don't know on those new planes, well, they don't replace the metal carts with like plastic ones, because that save a lot of weight when they come down the aisle.
Yeah, that's
with
true.
the carts. But they came down about 3 or 4 times collecting rubbish, didn't they? But if it's pretty dark, you weren't going to see anything. So we are now laying over here for 2 hours. As always is the case with 2 hours. How far is it between the gates, Max?
About 100 yards.
Yeah, it's next door. if you've got a 10-minute connection, then you're at the end of the airport, aren't you?
Yeah.
But literally, we are the next gate to the gate we're leaving from.
We could see the
Yeah, because the plane was going to come in, yeah. So that's always the way, isn't it? It's like when you're rushing and all the traffic lights go to red.
Yeah.
We got all the time in the world to go to green. So we're going to just chill here. We did have our food on the plane. I did up my stinky tuna sandwich and you had yours. It's all right.
It's all right. It's airport food.
Yeah, it was like, what was it, 9 a.m. in the morning, our time when we had those, so we've been up like 5 or 6 hours. We're going to save ourselves for lunch. Come with us. We're going to take you out for lunch as soon as we land in Las Vegas. That's the first place we're going to go. So we're just going to chill here and wait until we board the next flight.
Yep.
Tell me something I haven't heard before.
So we made it, Max?
We made it.
Yeah, we got a bit delayed, didn't we?
A little bit.
Something to do with the air traffic control, wasn't it? We sat on the ground. The flight should only be 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And we sat there for 20 minutes on the ground, and then they slowed us down coming in. So it took us more like an hour and a half than the 40 minutes. But it's not too far, is it? Hop, skip and a jump from there.
Quick flight.
Quick flight. We didn't get anything to drink. Lucky we had his drinks with us because they didn't do any service on that flight, did they? At all. But yeah, by the way, if you come to the airport, Harry Reid Airport, don't play on the machines here because they're the worst odds you can get on any machine in Vegas. So next step is, oh, by the way, as we landed, we got a message from MGM. It's 12 o'clock now. We've been on the go for about 12 hours. We got a message from MGM saying the room was ready, which was good because it wasn't due to be ready till 3 p.m.
Yeah.
And so basically on the app, on the MGM Rewards Resorts app, it's an electronic key. So I got it, shared it with Maxine, so we're good to go on that. We're going to go get something to eat now. We're going to go Sunday lunch. We're not going to hire a car. We've got one trip tomorrow we'll talk about in the next vlog. But what we're going to do is get an Uber. And the reason we get Ubers is we've been ripped off with taxis here before, haven't we? Many times.
Make sure you get an Uber.
So make sure you get an Uber. You come down to the baggage hall where we are here. And then you get into, I think you go to the car park level 2 to get an Uber. Across there. Now, we could go to the hotel, drop our stuff, go and eat, then come back. But that'll be 3 Ubers. So as we are doing it on a budget, we're going to go straight from here to the restaurant with our bags. Yeah. And eat, and then go from there to the hotel. So we only have to pay for 2 Ubers.
Yeah.
So that's Vegas on a budget. So let's go find the Uber.
Cause I'm restless and I'm dying to know more. Show me something I haven't seen before. Cause I'm tired of the same boats, the same shore. It's time, my friend, to leave this hell behind us. We got everything we need to make a change.
So no more than 3 minutes later,
No.
we are here at the Crown and Anchor. So good Brits are going to the English pub for Sunday dinner, aren't we?
Yep, we
Because they have
are.
the good Yorkshire puds here. Are you hungry, Max?
I'm hungry, I'm starving. Let's
Starving.
go.
Let's go.
Starving.
Go on then, let's go.
Face the end, but I'm old enough to start again, and I
So we got a lot of good English food here, typically. Hopefully they still got it on. This is what we're here for, the Sunday dinner. Giant Yorkshire pud, roast potato bake, onion gravy, homemade, roast beef $17.95, roast lamb $19.95, or half and half for $18.95. Or Max and seen the hot apple crumble as well. You never manage that after these big dinners,
we
do you?
never do we?
Let's see the smile. What you got, Max?
Black and black.
Doesn't look very...
It doesn't, but it is
Black
quite...
curranty.
It's quite black curranty.
And I was disappointed. I went for the Boddingtons, but they didn't have any, so I'm having something called Old Speckled Hen instead. And we've both gone for the mixed Sunday lunch, the beef and the lamb, because that's how we roll here in the Bazzas. Straight off the plane, straight into the pub before we even get to the hotel. Yeah, is that right?
That's right.
Yeah. So we always come here, don't we, Max, when we're in town for Sunday lunch, or we did come at Christmas once because they did a Christmas dinner and a Boxing Day.
Yeah, we came twice.
Came twice, didn't we? Yeah. And it was like 14, 15. I know it was like 5 years ago. It was 14, 15 bucks.
Yeah.
Probably more like 20 bucks now. But
It was very good.
they usually have a good. Like I say, the reputation is the Yorkshire puddings, isn't it? Not these new good.
They're
ones.
only small though, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, the big 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're only small.
Tiny ones. A small one for you, Max.
Yeah, small Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah. What do you think then, Max?
Yummy.
Yummy.
Hope it
Got a bit of
tastes as good as it looks.
Bit of meat on. Oh, a bit of meat on either side, haven't they?
Yeah, you got your beef on one side and the lamb on the
needs
other.
more gravy.
Good.
What do we need, Max?
More gravy.
Yeah, a bit more gravy. So have some more gravy, and we got a jug each. Are you loving it?
Pretty baby. Alright, listen.
I think that's it, Max. We're full, aren't we? Yep. Absolutely full.
It was stuffed.
We can't eat another thing.
No.
Absolutely stuffed.
Yeah, nothing.
Pretty baby. Alright, listen.
Nothing else then, Max, eh?
Nothing else.
Absolutely nothing else.
No.
Just a little bit of a apple crumble.
You're gonna lose it if you do. You need to eat a bit out of it.
I think I can do that.
Yeah.
So how do you rate it?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the damage. Not exactly Vegas on a budget to start with, is it, Max? It's a special treat. So that dessert was $8. The beers actually were only $8 each. Maxine's sorry, that was Maxine's heart was $8. The dessert was $6.25. So yeah. Sunday lunch out for 2. Okay. Right.
Sorry.
Right now.
No, it's not working.
Okay, we're gonna have to go and get them.
Useless.
Speak to the concierge. Just grabbing a digital key, but it doesn't work as in the elevator, so we have to go back to the desk. What about check-in? Oh. See if it works this time. 14.
Yeah.
Go close. There you go. You still need a physical key.
Yeah.
These stairwell are supposed to be like all materials and, you know, no whatever's in the air, you know, no filter it all out. So this one.
Yeah.
We'll probably have a view of the airport or the car park because they wanted to charge us more for a strip view.
Did they?
And I refused to pay it.
Yes.
I'm not paying money for a strip view. See what we got? Oh no, you have
I remember these, yeah.
this side here for this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm guessing we'll have the airport view.
Yep. The aeroplane. Lobby.
Oh yeah.
The lobby.
There's the aeroplanes, the lobby, and the monorail. Only $20 extra a night
Ouch.
to get the strip view.
much?
How much exactly? We ain't doing that, are we? So if you haven't been in what I think, I don't know if we showed people around last year. When we stayed, they're a pretty standard thing, aren't they? They have a mini bar that you pay for.
Yeah.
They don't have tea and coffee making facilities, that's why we brought our own. I don't think you can even put anything in the fridge. I think it's like
it's all sensory activated.
yeah.
$50 restocking fee if you touch it.
Ooh, this is what you must pay for with your stairwell. Basically, a radiator with a filter on.
Oh right, okay, whatever.
I'm guessing. Oh, that's fancy. Look at that clock. Look at that thing. So that's what stairwell means. They charge you for a few extra things. Yep. Yeah, pretty similar bathroom layout to normal. So we're going to chill for a bit and digest that food and come back later in the day. So here we are. It's a few hours later.
It is.
After 4 hours of broken sleep.
Last night.
Not sleeping on a plane. Big lunch. 2 pints of beer.
Barry couldn't hack it anymore.
I've spent the last 3 hours sawing logs, haven't I?
Yeah.
On the bed. Very comfy bed, this. So Max has been, I don't know what you've been doing because I've been out of it.
No, just
Conscious.
chilling and...
It's now 10 to 6 in the evening. So a couple of things. Mac, what did you find out about this wellness thing?
It's just like a holistic view of the rooms. It's supposed to... You've got your air purifier over there.
Well, so that radiator, isn't it?
Yeah, it purifies the air for the pollens and the viruses and stuff like that.
Okay.
And there's other things like there's vitamin C on the shower. It's supposed to counteract the chlorine in the water. And that lovely clock that you saw is supposed to simulate the sunrise.
All right.
So it wakes you up gently and not all of a sudden.
Okay, we can do that tomorrow when we got an early start.
Yeah.
And the bed was quite nice. You said the bed was different as well?
Yeah, that's like organic one kind of thing, made with all natural things, fibres and things like that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well, just what it is. There's about 3 floors in the hotel that are like this. There is a bit of noise outside because we did hear the aircraft taking off over us, but I'll show you maybe in the next vlog, not the next vlog, when we do more on the hotel, that we have like a white noise box we bring with us because we never know, do we?
Nope.
Where we're going to be. Next thing we're going to do is we need to go out and do a bit of shopping. One of the other expenses you get here that we did the first couple of times is we blew a ton of money on Starbucks and Dunkin' because we're getting 3 or 4 teas or coffees a day. Each. And they're like it can be $5 at Starbucks, maybe $3.50, $4 at Dunkin'. It adds up. So what we normally do is we'll do a run out now. And again, don't buy anything in the hotels because they're uber expensive. So we take a walk down to a Walgreens. There's like a shop down the road, isn't there, that has lots of different things. And we usually get some fruit for the room. We get some snacks and some drinks. And what we also bought, which I brought with me this time, is this thing. It's called a portable beaker. I just got it off Amazon. You press that button, you fill it full of water. Take the top off for us. You fill it full of water. And Max has stacked it full of tea bags and Sweetex. And then you can basically fill it up and you can drink from this. Or what we didn't bring with us, because we weren't that well prepared, is we needed some paper or polystyrene cups, don't we? Which we need to get. And also some powdered milk to go in here. But basically in the morning when you get up you're on a cuppa, or when you come back from walking around you get a cuppa. It's got a, don't bring a kettle from England if you're coming over because it's the wrong voltage. So you need something over here. I think last trip, if you go back, I would have linked to the last trip, we bought a kettle.
We did from Target.
We left it behind because it was too big and bulky, and we only got these carry-on bags. So this beaker we brought, we'll take back with us. We did use it in the Airbnb or something once. We've used it already, haven't we? We just tested it.
I think we tested.
Just tested it. Check we can get a full. We can get a full Starbucks cup.
And it's hot.
And it's red hot. Yeah, it does boil. So that was the good thing. So we're going to go and get some snacks for the room. We're going to go and get some tea. Some milk, powdered milk. The other thing I do, and this is another thing to trick if you're going around, none of these rooms have like knives, forks or spoons if you bring any snacks. So every time you go to one of the food courts, just grab a few of the plastic bags with knives and forks, and then on their free giveaway. I always keep a handful in my backpack.
That's what we did with the milk as well. We grabbed it from the food court.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, did we?
Yeah,
There's another free tip for you.
Yeah, we just grabbed a few extra.
Yeah? Oh, we're going to do that then. We're going down the food courts. And they have sugar down there as well.
Yeah.
So I always got my backpack travelling on business. I always have like a bag full of them because sometimes you don't want to go and have a meal and you just have a yogurt or something in the room, but you get back and find there's no spoon.
No.
And there's no fridge, so you need to eat it that night. So that will be the next trip. But yeah, there is like just down from the MGM. There's a shop that we go into.
We call it the Tiki
Taki shop. It's just like a
souvenir
shop, but the food prices weren't too bad, but I'm pretty sure they will have gone up.
I'm sure they'll have gone
since
up
last year. Yeah, I can't remember how much the fruit and things was last year, but I went and priced them all.
It's cheaper than the hotel.
Oh, everything's cheaper than that. Yeah, don't buy in the hotels. Do not buy in the hotels. Other thing we need to go is check the pickup point for tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a trip. The next vlog you'll see we're going to go off on a trip. We did weigh up doing it ourselves or doing it via a company. We're going via a company, and I'll explain all that in the next vlog, all the pricing on that, why we did it. They're going to pick us up from the hotel, and the options we had on that. And then the vlog after that, we'll talk more about what we did with the My Vegas, how we got the room here. We got it for a steal. I mean, I think we got 1 night comped, and you won't believe the price. You won't believe the price that we got this for. So we'll do that in the vlog after that, and we'll also talk about the My Vegas app, which you obviously may be aware of, but we'll show you what things we got and what savings we're doing there. So it's chipping away at little things, isn't it? Some things you're just not going to save on.
No, like English food.
English food like we had today for lunch, it's going to be so expensive. Was it worth it?
It was worth it.
Yeah, my belly's still full.
I know, we're still stuffed out.
Yeah, and again, that's because for us not having much option to have English food, still cheaper than going to England.
Yeah.
To eat it.
Yeah.
Having it over here, and it is as good as that. So we're gonna do that and get everything together. So thanks for watching today's travel vlog. Join us tomorrow, early doors, as we have a day out. A morning, half a day, isn't it, anyway?
Yeah, half a day.
To go and have a look at a tourist attraction near here. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel. Put your comments below. We will try and respond to all your comments, won't we?
Yes.
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 And we will see thee later.
Bye.
Bye.